It's television's Richard Arnold, borderline national treasure, from Good Morning Britain. Gentlemen, it's lovely to see you.
How are you?
Good to see you. You are more than borderline.
Right.
You are a national treasure.
Dwayne, we've met before. Do not tell Judi Dench that, because she'll be absolutely furious. So, young man, Kevin, it's our first time. I swear, I'm showing side boob because it's so hot here in London at the moment. But the hottest thing about this film, clearly, gentlemen, Kevin, you got that right.
Yes,
Thank goodness.
Yeah, you're turning them on.
The greatest thing about this movie, clearly, gentlemen, is that I am playing Waffles. It's a pivotal role in the film. I mean, it's an extraordinary scene, and I mean, with reference to Judi Dench again, who got an Oscar for just playing Queen Elizabeth I for but moments. Surely I've got to be in the running. I mean, there's got to be at least a whiff of Oscar glory in my role, right?
For you. I mean, listen, I don't like to kill buzz, but I will say that there's murmurs. There's murmurs. And, once those words grow, who knows, man? But the fact that you've already picked up on it shows how fast the word travels. Because I literally just heard it from a guy named Steve. Who was just talking and, just murmurs, like I said. Yeah, so
it's something else. You know how sometimes in our business you start to, something comes along down the pike and it starts to build, but you don't expect it. It comes out of the blue, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, where did this come from? It's like Halley's Comet getting ready to happen, and that is your performance.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good break.
It's extraordinary. I mean, even I, myself, was blown away by it. Least of all because it took but a few moments to do. Gentlemen, when you're voicing an animated character, I've been lucky enough to do it a couple of times. I had to just find my voice. I mean, Willow could be in the room, right? Waffles could be in the room. So, Dwayne, were you given any direction as to where your voice should come from? I mean,
yes, absolutely. Well, thespians, you, myself, Judi Dench, the voice comes from here. Deep down in here. You can't explain it. It's like an X Factor,
What?
But this one doesn't. But sometimes when it just comes out, it's authentic and real. There it is.
No, that's
and
not
the award goes to. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank my family and Jesus himself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
where does your voice come from?
I don't know, but the good thing is that speech will never happen.
That will never happen.
Oh, that will never
I'd like to thank the Academy of the Razzies.
The Razzies. You know what? It's funny, because I was going to ask you, Kevin, about award ceremonies, because I know in Heart to Heart you get a chance to speak to Chris Rock. And I always think award ceremonies, that moment aside itself, they're almost like a poisoned chalice in a way. And Dwayne, am I right? You recently turned down the Emmys and stuff, because even when you're performing in front of your peers, it's a huge burden to carry, isn't it, fellas?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, it's changed over the years. It's not what it used to be, and I think the idea of fun being implemented back into it is what I think the producers and what people's biggest priority is now is how to make it fun, how to make it attractive again. But there's a lot of pressure for whoever does decide to host or take on that large task of making your counterparts, co-workers laugh. Right?
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a thankless job, and as Kevin was saying, hopefully you'd like to see it swing back to getting to a place where the host and everyone there can have fun, and it's designed for the host, especially if the host is a killer, to have fun and bring the room up. So hopefully that will come back.
You do have some that have done such an amazing job at it. I mean, you mentioned Chris. He's unbelievable at it. Ricky Gervais, another one that does an amazing job. So some people have that natural knack and really know how to handle that room. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel's done a great job over the years as well. So, it's work.
Billy Crystal killed it.
Chairman.
Right.
But I got to say, I mean, he's humble here, but I mean, he's mentioning all these great comedians, and I got to say that it's a reason why one of my favorites on stage is always Dave Chappelle. So
why did you tap me? Why would you tap me and say Dave Chappelle? I thought you were clearly setting me up, and I was gonna
Well, I
I
am.
love
For
it.
you to
I
say,
love it.
hey, Dave Chappelle.
Well, yeah. I mean, you took it left. I thought we were going right. That's fine.
Boys, when you saw that moment at the Oscars, I was there. What was your reaction immediately? We'll get back to Super Pets shortly, but what was your reaction, and do you think you would have behaved differently in any other way?
Nah, I don't think there's a reaction.
Hard
I
one.
think it's the same as anybody else. You know, it's a shocking moment, one that is unfortunate. It's something that I'm glad that is now behind just our. I know both parties, so I'm glad that it's over, and I'm glad that that conversation is dying. Right? It's not something that you want to keep rekindling or keep talking about, because it adds as a cloud in our business.
Yeah.
And I'm a positive guy, so if it's not positive, I don't like to really talk about it.
You're an asshole.
Amen.
Yeah.
See that?
Amen.
See? That's how you handle it. You see how I
Good
just
answer.
handle that right there?
The truth is,
It's a good answer.
when that happened, I was in Hawaii, and then my phone started blowing up.
Everybody's.
And I didn't believe it when my phone was blowing up. And the first person I called was Kevin. And I was like, man, let's talk about this.
You're absolutely
And
right.
you were in Germany or
Yes.
someplace like
Yes.
that, right? And it was like 1 a.m. your
Yeah,
time.
I
It was
woke up.
something
What?
crazy.
You,
Yes.
what? Got up. We really did, though. We really did have a conversation.
Well, as you say, it got the world talking, but we've moved on from that now.
Yeah.
And just to bring it full circle, obviously, to my future Oscar-winning role, and as you say, Kevin, the industry is just abuzz with it. I want to thank you both for legitimately, on Good Morning Britain, being able to talk about dragging my own bottom across the floor. Because I've never, ever been legitimately able to do that on air. And it's a moment.
Yes.
It is. And I'm going to give you
Kevin does it all the time when
well,
we drink. Yes.
Well, that's nice. I'm going to give you a big congrats early, because I know what's coming. I told you. I'm hearing the murmurs. I'm hearing it. So I'm giving it to you now, all right? So you might as well get ready. I don't know if you already got your suit or you picked out anything, but it's coming. The murmurs are
Well,
ready.
it's coming. You know that, and Dwayne, Kevin, there's going to be a bit of side boob going on if it's as hot on Oscar night as it is here in London. Gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure. I loved taking part in it. The film was an absolute romp for people of all ages. I can't wait to give you both a gratuitous plug.
Nice.
God bless you both.
Well,
thank you for
man.
joining us on Good Morning Britain.
Yeah, and by the way, thank you for joining us on the movie, too. Absolutely. Thank you.
Oh, mate.
Much appreciated.
God bless you. Thank you very much, lads. Cheers,
Bye.
buddy.